Good morning, everybody. Welcome back through installment of Scott's selections here for Thursday, December 12th. For again, today's play of the day. Quick recap what happened yesterday. Picked up a loss in hockey with a player prop. Had Cutter Gauthier under 1.5 shots on goal at plus 135 on DraftKings. Got greedy. Thought about doing college basketball play. Decided to go for the plus money play with a guy who had not had a shot in 4 straight games. However, he was great yesterday. I believe he actually scored a goal. He went over in the first period, so picked up a loss there. Bad read. Look for a winner here on a Thursday. For the next play, though, I want to remind everyone to get more plays on the website. So when you go up to the promo code WEH4US5 to get card for purchase. Plus, a reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the bell, so get notified never miss an episode. And for the extra play, going Thursday Night Football, going to look at a game between the Rams and the Niners, taking place at around 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this game, we're going to go the player prop and go with Brock Purdy over 1.5 passing touchdowns at minus 120 on FanDuel. Time of recording of 1 a.m. Eastern Time. So the coverage want to go with the over passing touchdowns here for Purdy. First reason, FanDuel went rogue on the price. Minus 120 is a bargain. Next closest price is minus 140 on BetMGM. I even saw minus 145 in some places, so I'll take it now before the line moves to minus 120. But the Rams defense has really not been good, despite them having a decent record this season, despite having a shot at a playoff spot. Defense is definitely below average. They're allowing the 6th most yards per game. They're allowing the 9th most points per game at 25.5 points per game. And they're allowing a pretty decent amount of touchdown passes. They are allowing 1.8 passing touchdowns per game, which is the 7th most in the league. The Niners team total, for example, is at 25.5. The odds makers are expecting a decent amount of points in this game, as they're expecting the Niners to score at least 3 touchdowns at home, maybe 4. Point is, though, if the Niners get to 3 or 4 touchdowns, I feel pretty good about the chances of Purdy getting 2 passing touchdowns in this game. Plus, the Rams defense off of a really bad game. They won, but they gave up 42 points and 3 passing touchdowns to Josh Allen. Allen was dominant, but the Rams defense really didn't do much for the entire game, and I do think this defense is in trouble for this matchup as well. Now, you're looking at Purdy faced off against the Rams earlier this season, back in week 3, had 3 passing touchdowns. Now, the problem for the Rams defense, in addition to Purdy scoring 3 touchdowns through the air, was the fact that the Niners were shorthanded, as Debo and Kittle both did not play. Jennings actually had all 3 receiving touchdowns from Purdy, but the point is Purdy was able to go over this number easily. That's why missing his top 2 weapons in the previous meeting. Technically, Ayuk did play in that game. Didn't exactly do much, but again, my point. Point is Purdy went over already, and now Debo and Kittle are back in the lineup. So I do think that you're looking at Purdy having a pretty decent path to getting to 2 in this game. Now, the Niners also might be a bit more pass-heavy than usual for this game because they might be out of running backs. They have a lot of injuries. McCaffrey, of course, out for the year. Mason's out for the year. Mitchell's out for the year. Guerrero, though, who had a pretty solid game in his first start against the Bears last week, got injured, had a foot sprain, and he has not practiced all week. He's questionable, so if he does play, he'll be very limited. If not, you have a couple of other options who are, once again, basically 5th or 6th stringers. So the Niners might pivot a bit more to the passing game, especially after Josh Allen lit this defense up last week. I see a pretty decent game script for Purdy in general. The Niners might try to run the ball for balance, but of course, there's a massive step down between all the running backs that they had already this season who got injured, and Taylor, for example, or the other guys they're going to use. Vaughn, for example, maybe a Bonaconda. Point is, though, the Niners' rushing attack should be a bit weakened based on the injuries. And with that being the case, I see them relying a bit more on Purdy in this game. But 1.5 passing touchdowns is too low against what I think is personally a bottom 10 defense in the league. Rams once again allowing the 7th most passing touchdowns per game at 1.8. And the Niners are expected to score at least 3 touchdowns in this game, having a team total of about 25.5. I'll go with the Niners in a must-win game to look sharp offensively, and I do think at home they'll look pretty solid in front of the home crowd. Weather should be fine, bit of rain potentially, but nothing extreme. Wind shouldn't be an issue. Give me Purdy to have a solid game and to go over this pretty cheap number. So once again, the play of the day here for Thursday, December 12th is going to be on Brock Purdy over 1.5 passing touchdowns at minus 120 on FanDuel. Bye, everyone.